아침은 이르게 시작하는 것이 좋다. 생각해야 할 것도 행동해야 할 것도 많으니.
Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekamac. This is Limbus Company's To Claim Their Bones storyline. In the last episode we made it to the front door. I have done quite a bit of off-screen grinding so we can have a proper setup. Mentor and their fellows. 5.519. We've still got 6 stages to go, so whatever's here, it's not going to be so easily finished. Angdu is cutting down enemies left and right in her desperate search for the mentor, this bamboo-hatted Kim. I'm pretty sure her wounds are far from healed. I suppose she's just that determined. Makes me wonder though, what was bamboo-hatted Kim like? He didn't have that much of a story in Limbus Company. Like I said, he was a secret reception. Oh yeah, bad habits. Although we are quite close to leveling up, that'll mean a full refill on our Enkerfelon. But I did some finagling. So, don't get me wrong, Kurokumo Ryoshu is really good. It's just she's not really good here because she is pierce focused and slash weak, two things we really don't want. But I have put in a lot of experience tickets into upgrading Blade Lineage Forced. In fact, I'd almost say that we're almost in range of getting another Blade Lineage, an entirely full Blade Lineage. Well, no, we wouldn't be, because we'd be... At the moment we're 4, if we pull back Ishmael then we'd make 5, if say we bring in Lutus over here, but we're still 1 short from having a full party. Also, support! You have to set it every time you start this fight, and also it doesn't level characters up that are being supported, so that's one downside. Oh man. Seriously, the stairwell is the real challenge, isn't it? Not the Kurokumo clan guys. Curious, is it not? Huh? What is it? That they filled the stairwell full of weaklings who clearly don't know what they're doing. Perhaps they weren't trying to stop us from going upstairs. Perhaps they were afraid of retreating upstairs. No, it can't be. Angdu's expression darkened. Maybe she had an inkling of a bad omen. Dost thou worry for thy mentor? Don Quixote carefully sidled to Angdu's side with a sympathetic expression. How could I not? What kind of person was Mr. Bamboo-Hatted Kim? Angdu appeared conflicted, as though she was having trouble organizing her own thoughts. She shook her head and sighed. He was a steadfast man. Protected what needed protecting, killed what needed killing. He was always one of Blade Lineage's finest. I dare say he was one of the most skilled swordsmen within the lineage. That's fair, given that he gave 2 points bonus to his slash attacks. A man of few words who always sought to take good care of those under his wings. If only he hadn't made that decision. My fellows would not have met such a terrible fate. Oh. Sinclair half opened his mouth, apparently curious about what that decision might have been. But he soon realized that this was probably not the time to pry and quietly closed his mouth. Whichever may be the case, I have no choice but to make haste. Then we had no choice but to make haste with her. Decent odds. Actually, Peccatulum is pretty good here because she's weak to blunt, not slash. If he flips tails even once, then we've got this. Actually, double check. Last coin on the last skill deals 20% more damage if an ally other than this unit gains in poise count. So does this unit. Yeah, there's a lot of poise count going around on this team. That's probably how you're supposed to fix Blade Lineage Sinclair like that.
랜덤 사월의 거야.
저놈을 추적해! 그렇게 무르진 않네?
$42 damage. You have 66 damage, so you cannot kill, except maybe with a crit, but we're ignoring that. So it's easy for us to have Peccatulum sweep in for a last minute kill.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
그렇게 무르진 않네?
혈이 난
이 작살! 필살의 집념이! 담결
살을 베어내고
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데 아름다운 것 그렇지 않은 것 희한해 저놈을 추적해! 잘했군! 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 잘했군! 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다! 쉴 새는 없다!
You know, for a minute I thought I should probably get middle Mersault in the support party so we can give more SP to Ishmael, but then I remembered, oh yeah, we do this for a reason. I don't quite get where you get all that extra damage from, but I'm not going to let you have it. Now here's the problem. We're getting a lot of people getting extra turns on us against us, unfortunately. We might be killing a bit too fast.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데 저놈을 추적해!
살을 베어내고
모든 걸 걷어들일 순 없었어.
난자오.
Ooh, yeah, that's not nice, but I get the feeling that with our better action economy, we should be okay.
흉터의 결과요.
그렇게 무르진 않네.
저놈을 쇼케!
뼈를 깎아.
I remember that there was actually a...
판세는 완벽히 우리에게 있었다. 정착지를 찾을 때까지 이 기세를 잃지 않기를.
I remember that there was actually a sort of mini achievement for if you used the Blade Lineage identity page in Library of Ruina and managed to trigger to claim their bones twice. It was not easy. Handu is cutting enemies down left and right in her desperate search for the mentor, this bamboo-hatted Kim. I'm sure her wounds are far from healed. I suppose she's just that determined. Makes me wonder though, what was bamboo-hatted Kim like?
단테, 이번에는 누굴 베어버리면 되는 거야?
I think we've just ended up in a bunch of trash mobs though. I don't like throwing away a good skill this early, but we need to have the advantage there. Not good odds here, but we've had worse.
아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것. 흐트러지게.
Okay, that's not good. That's a stagger, and we don't have his skill 3, so we can't prevent it.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데.
이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨 있지.
I'm starting to really feel that the 2-level difference.
망설임이 없도록.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다. 담겨 있지. 보았나? 적은 이렇게 진리가졌다. 우리의 확고한 승리가 눈앞에 있다.
다음번에는 뵐 수 있겠죠?
I don't like how much of that was lost though. But...
혼수는 금기다.
Right, I forgot the support identity, my bad. On the upside, he's gonna be getting a lot of experience from this, right?
망설임이
저놈을
없도록.
추적해. 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
On the upside, his SP is doing very well because of all the extremely high level kills, I guess. Oh yeah, he's getting coin power because of the bleed.
저놈을 추적해.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
That may have been a very bad idea because now he has no way of protecting himself.
그렇게 무르진 않네.
Yep, that's gonna kill him. Yeah, that's a little disappointing.
저놈을 추적해.
배워냈어요.
칼을 베어내고
Oh. No. Also, I forgot, he also has that immortality ability, so he can actually handle it. It's not pretty, but it can be done.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
Granted, it could have been worse. I could have still had him at level 6 or something ridiculous.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다. 다시 가스 터빈을 점화한다. 그리고
5.521 Origin of Sin. Show me what the rewards exchange has. Ooh. Let's grab it.
주도라니. 본인은 그런 건 잘 모르네만. 아, 이거 왜 이렇게 쓴가?
Now, if we go back to these rewards, let's just throw all of them into identity tickets, the leveling ones I mean. Oh, you aren't allowed this anymore. $27. He's still having trouble catching up. And also, we can't really afford much in the way of uptying. Yeah, so here's the thing. If we want to go all in on optimizing these things, we're going to have to cut corners somewhere. Hang on, how does it go? We do not have enough energy tanks to do a bunch of experienced excavations enough to get him up to the level 38. We might be able to catch up. Let's just go in with lessons learned that this is not something. We have to make sure that we bring the support version and not my version. Although being taken into combat like that probably was quite the learning experience for him, wasn't it? Oh wait, this is a focused encounter. We're fighting against a bunch of Peccatulum. And we're also lined up so that we can set off a Pride Resonance, so let's see. Oh, unfortunately, Ishmael is fastest, so half of this ability is wasted.
뺀다면 사활을 건다.
Oh, that was a lucky opening.
저놈을 추적해. 흐드러지게.
살을 베어내고
The problem with single coin skill 3 is that it feels really bad when you flip that tails. No, let's try and use Yield My Flesh on something flashy.
없도록.
뛰어내. 까.
I wonder if this is going to end up being its own mirror dungeon composition because, oh boy. What the heck are you? Peccatulum moristasis. Peccatulum moristatis? This is reminiscent of the previously observed insectoid entity with a translucent body. More organs are required to maintain a biological organism have been identified inside. Some of it has matured further. However, no physiological characteristics enough to meet the criteria to constitute a living organism have been detected. What appears to be a hand has been identified. It is viewable from the outside and wielding a round object. Close analysis of its behaviors and attack patterns reveal that the round object is a fluid sac of sorts. The fluid sac inside the entity's body appears to be connected with the sac. When the sac inflates, the internal fluid on the main body shrinks. Several organs that may constitute leg or antenna have been identified. No particular usage outside of offensive use has been found. Prolonged observation of this entity remains inadvisable. Reminders of the negative past events remain unpleasant. So yeah, a thing that you can do is you can check out the observation logs. Each of them are written by different sinners. So if we look at this one, you want me to talk about that pointed thing, aye? Things shaped like a dried tentacle. There was some kind of red liquid inside. So, is he going to have things to say about Peccatulum irae? Ah, it's grown. Its eyes are looking more bloodshot. They're glaring at me fierce. It's got a tail too. I think we can summarize this report with, it got creepier. It looks like its weed-eyed squid legs got rehydrated and slightly thickened. Still got that red juice that gives me heartburn. Still got that stabby attack, but it's certainly diversified its patterns. Here's the most memorable one. It tried to smack me with its tail, remember? It couldn't do that before. Or maybe it could, but its stick bug legs couldn't support its weight. Well, it's not really my business. Oh, here's another thing. The bug learned how to spark fire. Watch out for that burn, yeah? I suppose I don't need to let it hit me to know it'll irritate me. I'll pump it with my bat before it has the chance to make its move. If target has burn, coin power +1, inflicts wrath fragility, or it just flat out uses a counter skill for increasing burn power. Counter skill, so don't hit it! Also, Ishmael is having a really bad day. Wow, that's not good. Here, come on and hit me. Promise, I won't hit back too hard. Okay, Ishmael, you go bully that one. I bet these guys are going to have the same weaknesses as these ones, but still.
망설임이 없도록.
기세가 수그러지는 군. 반격의 기회다.
육참. 헐떡.
To claim their bones indeed.
다음번에는 뵐 수 있겠죠?
역시 모르네.
선원들, 나를 보호해라.
Ooh, we should have let her have that kill. But we can let her have this one instead. On evade, inflict sinking. Well, that's kind of mean, isn't it? If target has sinking, then gain coin power and inflict gloom fragility. So yeah, these guys grow bigger. These ones are Zane class, these ones are Teth class. I really don't want to see what the Aleph ones will grow into. Remind me, your weaknesses. You resist gloom and wrath, but you're fatal to gluttony and envy. So really, this is the best she has.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
이 작살은 필살의 신념이 담겨있지.
이 구석구가 나의 폭력을 저지하기엔 턱없이 모자르지.
아름다운 것, 그렇지 않은 것.
Unfortunately, we don't have any more bones to claim, so we're going to have to spend a bit more time beating these guys into the ground, it looks like. Wrath and Gloom. Just Wrath, but they... Ooh, that is decent resist. 1.75 blunt weakness. Presumably you guys are going to be Pierce weak. Ooh, Sinclair, do you think you'd be able to... No, that wouldn't really work for you. I don't particularly want you to hit him with that, so... Impending Day for the guaranteed win. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these guys are going to turn out to be Envy weak, which is why... For some reason we're rolling an 81 on this attack.
총원 불격!
이겨버리겠어. 흉터의 결과야.
선원들, 나를 보호해라.
Okay, everyone's ready to die.
역시 모르네.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지.
Actually, the thing that those bigger Peccatulum remind me of, it reminds me of the ordeals, and I think that was actually discussed back in the Lobotomy Corporation event, but anyway, did we just fight the Peccatula? Yes. Their appearances are rather dissimilar to what we have encountered before. They appear to have grown more acute. They are evolutions of each Peccatula. The kind of Peccatula that one transforms into depends on the types of sin one has embodied in life. So it is no surprise there may be variations to them. But we've never encountered anything like them before. Collecting the golden bowels could have expedited the Peccatula growth process. So basically, the more golden bowels we pick up, the worse the thing, the nastier the things we're going to be facing, as if that's any surprise. Those bowels, they really have something to do with everything, huh? Our job is starting to look a lot more serious. Right, that reminds me. Those Peccatula are supposed to each represent some kind of sin, right? Sin. My thoughts grow distant all of a sudden. No, the sinners grow distant while my thoughts draw near. Their voices grow muffled. The word sin feels oddly unfamiliar today. It appears that they have lost their sense of self, their original forms now forgotten to oblivion. Self. Aren't distortions kinda similar to that? Some people become distortions and some people become Peccatula. I wonder what the difference is. I think I know. Planted in the hearts of all are seeds with ever-present potential to bloom. Executive Manager? What do you say? Foul talked over you so I couldn't hear. If you would allow me to continue, maintaining the self even at times of extreme stress could cause one to devolve into a distortion, and when the light of that day descends upon the hearts of every human, blooming the seeds buried with it deep within. Manager? If one's devoured by their sins, they are reborn in the form of their images reflected, dreamt by those who are nothing. Dante, what is... If one withstands, yet their sins, the heart... Well, what the hell? Clockhead, what in the bloody hell are you talking about? I ill like the sound of that. Has something gone awry with their prosthetic head? Yet if one seeks to bear that shout of the original hearts... Ego? Is that what you are speaking of? And in a world perceived through their own... that shall be unveiled to their egos melt into the bite of sin. Huh, they're starting to talk a bit like my grandfather. Manager, your head! Executive Manager, your head is on fire! Ooh, what a blaze! I think they're about to explode! Only those who can define their own... Oi, we've got to do something before the clockhead bites it. Got any bright ideas, lass? I know not what to do. Only those who are awakened to their own... God, it is scorching. I had thought Manager Esquire's flaming head was merely for style, for I had not for once felt such heat from it. Faust, what if they accidentally activate the self-destruct sequence? This heat, if we don't douse it now, it's going to melt everything around them. Yes, the operating principles are the same. Dante is, via the golden boughs, connected to the root of the sapling planted in the subterranean area of the headquarters. Which is to say that... Who gives a shite about the boughs? We've got to douse the flames on the red. Water! Does no one, nay one, have water? We must make haste and douse the flames! Some time later. Oh. Pray tell, art thou recovered? My eyes, if I had eyes, that is, opened slowly. I was on the ground, surrounded by the sinners. What happened? Do you not recall what had transpired? I guess I don't. I do remember walking up the stairs and suddenly feeling really dizzy. Executive Manager, you must visit a workshop to get that looked at as soon as we return. Huh? Workshop? Did I malfunction or something? Don't talk about them like you're talking about some machine. Either way, isn't there anything we can do about what just happened? Not here. We can discuss this later once we return. What just transpired does not seem to pose any hindrance to our mission. Angdu, where is... She has advanced without us. While I remain curious yet concerned about your condition, we must reconvene with her. The situation calls for urgency. Yeah, okay. There was a lot I didn't understand, but since we're in the middle of an operation, let's deal with this first. We'll have to get to that in a little bit because 40 minutes is over the clock.
승부수가 먹혀들었군. 판세는 완벽히 우리에게 있었다.
Okay, so that little effect over here, every now and then we pick up a stronger blade, and that gives us an extra 20 on top of everything. So that's nice. We can use that to fuel future endeavors, I think. Not quite, but we are getting there. Let's see. We might just be able to get this version of Mersault leveled up a bit, but he won't be able to bring to claim your bones, so I think I'll invest a little bit in thread generation with our next couple of scatter bids. Either way, until next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around.
아침은 이르 바둑은 상대를 앞에 두고 어떻게 싸울 것인가를 살피기에 적합한 놀이다. 수를 쌓아가면 그 안에 상대가 무슨 생각을 하는지도 자연히 읽히지.